Good morning, everyone. How you doing? My name's Vanessa Raath, and I'm one of the trainers in the recruiting gym. And today I'm joined by someone who's become a really good friend over the last couple of weeks, having met her on the recruiting gym. I am joined today by the lovely Wendy McDougall, who is the CEO and founder of Firefish Software. So, Wendy, great to have you back here. How you doing?
Hello. Yes, I've been seeing you lots, haven't I? It's been brilliant, though. No, it's fab. Love the recruitment gym and getting involved. So thanks for having me on.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us. Now, this week is all about AI case studies week, and it's actually quite ironic because the last time you were on the recruiting gym, we were also talking about AI. I'm doing a podcast for you through Firefish in 2 weeks' time, all about AI. So we're definitely tapping into this buzzword. But today is all about AI case studies. Yeah. So I'd love to hear from you. How are you and your team using AI and some case studies that you want to share with us? So I'm really looking forward to learning from you.
Yeah, I'd love to share some stuff. So I've got a bit of different stuff because obviously, as you said, Vanessa, we were on 4 weeks ago, and that was the first time I think anybody had done anything on ChatGPT, yes, for example. Yeah. So I wanted to show how we've embraced it as a company. So obviously we're a tech company, so it's slightly different, but we're recruiting right now. So we've got some good examples there as well. And I thought I would just share the story. So give me a thumbs up. Libby, I can see you on morning. Nice to see you on there as well. Give me a wee thumbs up if you can see my screen.
Yep, I can see it. And yeah, as I say, looking forward to this because there's so many different ways that we can use this tool. And for me, it only kind of sinks in when I see real life examples. So thank you for sharing these with us.
That's great. So I've got a wee bit of a story, and I'm sure Zach will not mind. But Zach was our intern, and he had we supported him with a year of his sandwich course in his university. So he was finishing up. So to remember Zach, we turned Zach into our Zach AI. So I decided that culturally,
what a claim to fame.
He is a claim to fame. He was replaced by Zach AI. So the job he did was social marketing, and he did all our crowdcasts, and he was a big part of our team, which was fab. But we then decided that we would remember him as turning him into an AI, which was also quite amusing. So I know that he found this very funny, so I can share it. So
one day I'll be very happy if I'm immortalized as an AI.
That's exactly the plan. So what we do, we live in teams as an organization. So, that's where we go. And culturally as well, we like encouraging trial and error. I've got a bit of a motto. If you're going to, try something, if it doesn't work, fail fast. If it works, then do more. And that's the sort of encouragement I want to do for all the employees. Just to give you a context, we're now around 56 employees, growing for another 10 this year. So what we did is I wanted to encourage everybody to then start using it and sharing their examples. So I've got lots of different examples across the business that I wanted to talk you through quickly on it. So Andrew was first up, and David was first up, and he had a quick experiment using ChatGPT and objective handling. So if I just click into this screenshot here, you can see here, your recruitment fee is too high. How should I handle this? Okay. Now, obviously, David is looking at from blogs and content, and he was looking to get inspiration and research. So just by asking that and that objection, it was giving you some guides as to what you should be doing if you're getting an objection to, like, hey, your recruitment fees are too high. So from an online training point of view, brilliant to be able to use. And get some ideas.
What did you think of the response, Wendy? Was it good? Would you use it?
You know what? I think it's great. The bit that jumped out for me was, it's important to be transparent about your fee and how they're structured. A lot of people in terms of recruitment hide behind that, and they don't actually, because it's packaged up, they don't break it down to deliver the value. So I thought it was really good, and also it's been sort of tailored to recruitment. So yeah, good example.
Good prompt.
Good prompt, exactly. Now then we can have a wee bit of fun because we have some Italian people in our team that there's an ongoing battle in terms of whether or not pineapple should be on a pizza, and ChatGPT said yes.
Okay. What about, I wonder what it would say if we would ask about a banana, because that's a big thing in South Africa, is does a banana...
Really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll get the same response, so that's one for everybody to try. And so next one as well, Paul's one of our devs, and he basically just asked it to do all of his work this week. So no, he wasn't able to do that. I was quite glad as the CEO there that he was not replacing himself totally with ChatGPT doing his work.
Okay, good.
And then we also asked Zach, this is Vicky, she's in our head of talent.
Yeah.
So if we click onto here, Could you give me a list of Scottish tech candidates that use C#? Now that's really interesting because she's looking for C# developers just now. And that actually went, it's all public information, but that gave us a good list. And I know these companies as well. So they were good in terms of ones that have advertised for those types of skills before. And so that gave Vicky a good wee target list.
Fantastic. So she knew where to go fishing straight away. That's her research done. Loved it.
Exactly. Zach came up, and I know we're going to be doing some more of this in terms of using AI in different sort of channels, in terms of different tools on the 14th with the Firefish Crowdcast. But Zach had also then asked and said, hey, is there anything for Canva? Because he does social clips. So nice little tool there in terms of examples here, in terms of using it for more Canva sort of stuff and cutting and pasting all of that as well.
Good. I must look at that. I love Canva.
Now, this is the journey of then, and this is back in April, obviously, but this is the journey of actually Zach leaving. So we wanted to say goodbye in Scottish terms. So we got a poem written for Zach in terms of leaving software in the style of Robbie Burns. So that gave him a nice little cultural thing that you can add. And within minutes, it gave him something that we then sort of said goodbye in Burns style to him.
Yes, I hope that's framed on a wall somewhere.
I'm sure it is. I think we gave it to him in a print or something like that. So it was really good. Now, one for anybody else that's out there in terms of interviewing the candidates might not be quite as relevant in terms of from a recruitment sort of audience, but again, one from our developers, they had put in some SQL snippets and then it tidied it all up, done in minutes.
Oh, wow.
So really good there in terms of doing that and tidying up code as well.
Okay, fantastic.
So, if you're looking at any tech recruiters out there thinking about sort of how are they embracing it, there are automation areas within tech and development that can be replaced and quickened, and that's showing somebody that's being proactive and looking at efficiencies.
Okay, love it.
So ChatGPT coming up from some unit tests. So that's really good as well. We're looking at quality within it and coming up with unit tests, etc. And, he's been thinking about it from that perspective, which was great.
That's also good. I must admit, in my online academy, so when I had that writer's block and I needed to come up with an assessment at the end of a course, I was like, just give me one multiple choice question about, let's say, sourcing outside of LinkedIn, just to see what came up. And it was really an interesting exercise.
Exactly. And then also just another wee thing that I thought that this would be really handy as well. He hasn't actually pasted in the example, but everybody internally has to do policy documents, and get sort of examples of what this is. Well, we've just been, a lot of people know that we've just had 4 million investment into the company. So we have to have some wild and wonderful new policy documents in the company. So my guys have had to fill some gaps, and one of them was on our environmental, social and governance. Okay. So, Richard in compliance was able to say, hey, could you give us a statement relation to work that we're doing in sustainability? So handy, instantly gave that to them in terms of being able to give them a starting. Now, I'm not saying that that's perfect, as we all know, but it certainly cuts down on all the research and gets people going very quickly. And that's what we were then trying to encourage within the company. And each of them every week with the best example got points on the doors, because we run a sort of point scheme within Firefish. And then every month then we highlight, the person that's got the most points as kudos of the week and team of the week through things like that. So they're able to get more points. And I think it's about, from you as leaders, if you run your own business, it's showing how you lead. For example, everybody thought that they were being maybe, they were sort of doing something that was bad and cheating the system by using it, but I wanted to encourage them and I wanted that out in terms of let's share examples and share the learning within the company.
It's so refreshing. I've been going out there delivering my AI workshop, and so many people have said to me, I don't really want you to show my team the shortcuts. I want them to do things properly. And hearing you say that is so refreshing, because AI isn't going anywhere. Yeah. Would you rather have a team member who's almost like under their desk on ChatGPT, generating reports on candidates or doing their research like in a clandestine way? Or would you rather have them doing it out in the open and saving time, and then using the time that they're saving to be a better human being and actually reaching out to others? Exactly. So I think that's amazing. Let's embrace it. Let's use it properly. And that's the way forward for AI. Absolutely.
Definitely. And, everybody shouldn't be scared about this, because if you're talented then talent always shines through, and talent looks at anything that's happening, evolves with it. And then, ultimately, this is going to give you as a recruiter much more time to be able to spend time with humans, and that's what our job is really about, spending time with your new client or new clients, and also your candidates, and making those assessments.
100%. No, I couldn't agree with you more. So Wendy, a big thank you for your time. We appreciate you being a stand-in guest all the time and just showing up and sharing amazing things with us. It's really good to see you. I look forward to seeing you personally next week. Obviously in 2D, not in 3D yet, but who knows, one day I need to come back and visit where my ancestors come from again, my grandparents. So never say never. But you have a fantastic rest of your day. Is there anything that you want to leave with us as a parting thought about AR before we finish off today?
No, I think we've said it all in terms of, I think we're loving the journey that we're going on together, Vanessa, with like learning with all the different tools. Excited about the podcast in a couple of weeks on the 14th as well, because you're going to you've done an interview with me, haven't you? And then we're going to show skills in that, so that's good.
And I've done lots with that interview since we recorded that 3-minute interview.
Brilliant. So my final message is, don't be scared of this. Embrace this. It's going to change the way that we recruit a lot, and run forward and learn. It's great.
Fantastic. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Wendy. Enjoy the rest of your day. And for everybody else, tomorrow we have the lovely Catherine Robinson, the other sourcing trainer on the Recruiting Gym. She's joining me and she's sharing some AR case studies from some work that she's been doing. So I really encourage you to be here 9 o'clock UK time tomorrow. So excellent. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.